ServiceNow is dropping like a rock. Ticker symbol NOW. Check out this stock. Down 43% year over year. We're approaching major support. Yesterday I was talking about Netflix. That was approaching support, kind of, sort of. This is major support at this $121.81. And just yesterday, OpenAI and ServiceNow strike deal to put AI agents in business software. By the end of this video, I want you to know exactly what ServiceNow does, if this stock is worth your watch list, and should you consider buying this dip. Not financial advice, just watch list advice, but let's get into it.
Jim, you won't believe this. I have ServiceNow AI agents.
Me too. I trained all mine to eat, sleep, and breathe customer service.
Now, this is what I love about ServiceNow. They are basically the king of IT service management. They've got 44% market share, number one according to Gartner. 85% of Fortune 500 companies use this platform, and they are growing 21% at almost $13 billion in revenue. At this scale, most companies are growing like 5, 8, maybe 10% if they're lucky. And here's the thing. This company has a rule of 40 score of 55%. For those who don't know what that rule of 40 is, you take the revenue growth, which is 21%, and you add the free cash flow margin, which is 34%, and you get 55%. The peer average is like 38%. If we look at the chart, this is at $124 at the time of this recording, and you are catching a falling knife if you buy this. However, $121.81 is major support. So the number one question I want to ask myself is, does the market see something I don't, or is the market just being irrational? So let me go over why this stock is getting hammered. Number one, Microsoft Copilot competition. This is the big one. KeyBank downgraded this stock to underweight back in December. Analysts basically said, look, Microsoft has 430 million commercial seats with M365. They can bundle Copilot for basically free, and ServiceNow charges like $50 to $100 per user. That's a legitimate concern. Number two, they're making this massive acquisition, Armis, for $7.75 billion. That's their biggest ever. And it's cybersecurity, which is not really their core ITSM business. So there's integration risk there. Number three, federal government exposure. They've got about 11% of revenue tied to the federal government. And with the potential government shutdown, continual resolution expires January 30th, by the way. That's a risk. And number four, this stock just had a premium valuation, 76x PE. That's like 2.4x the peer average. But here's where it gets interesting. ServiceNow is not just an IT help desk company anymore. They've got this AI platform called Now Assist, and it's actually working. $500 million in AI annual contract value in 2025. They are targeting $1 billion in 2026. That's a 2x. And check this out. In Q3, they had over 12 deals that were over 1 million each for their AI product. The largest deal was over 10 million, and their ITSM, which stands for Information Technology Service Management, AI annual contract value literally doubled quarter over quarter. Now, I know everyone's talking about AI this, AI that, but here's what makes ServiceNow different. They have a proprietary Now LLM. They're not just slapping ChatGPT on top of their product. They built their own AI model specifically for IT workflows. And Gartner, which is like the authority on enterprise software, just ranks ServiceNow number one in AI for ITSM. They're also a leader in low code for the 5th consecutive year. And for the first time, they got upgraded to leader status in CRM, Customer Engagement Center. They also just announced a partnership with OpenAI for GPT 5.2 integration. So they are definitely not standing still on the AI front. Now, as far as insider activity goes, like, hey, are these guys buying their stock at this level? I'm not seeing any insider purchases as of right now. But if we hit this level, maybe they'll start coming in. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Now, here's the argument for this stock potentially being undervalued. Despite that 76x PE, the PEG ratio is 0.93. For those who don't know, PEG is the PE divided by the earnings growth rate, and ServiceNow has an 82% 3-year EPS growth rate. This stock is trading cheaper than it has historically despite delivering stronger results. If you run a scenario analysis with a base case of 10.5x price to sales on $16.5 billion fiscal year 2026 revenue, you get a market cap of $173 billion, which is about $164 per share. That's 31% upside from here. The bull case, 14 times price to sales on 17 billion revenue gets you to 226. That's an 80% upside. The bear case, if things really go wrong, 8x price to sales gets you to about 121. That's only a 4% downside from here. So some might see that as a pretty favorable risk to reward setup. All right, let me give you the bull case. Number one, AI monetization momentum. $500 million going to $1 billion. If they hit that target, this stock re-rates. Number two, best in class fundamentals, 21% growth, 78% gross margins, 34% free cash flow margin, rule of 40 at 55%. This is a cash machine. Number three, the government moat. This is a mouthful. FedRAMP I plus DoD IL-4 certification. There's maybe a handful of SaaS companies with both. Both meaning FedRAMP High, which is the highest level of security authorization for the Federal Risk and Authorization Management Program, and the DoD Impact Level 4. This is a Department of Defense specific authorization required to handle controlled unclassified information, such as sensitive medical or financial data and export controlled info. That's an 18 to 24 month barrier to entry for competitors, and they just won the GSA OneGov deal in September. Number four, strategic M&A. 6 acquisitions in 2025, including Armis for security and MoveWorks for agentic AI. They are building a platform. Number five, the valuation disconnect. PEG under 1, near 52-week lows, 69% upside to average analyst price target. The market is pricing in a lot of fear. Now, here are the risks. Number one, Microsoft is a legitimate threat. 430 million seats is a lot of distribution. If they really push Copilot into ITSM workflows, that's a problem. Number two, this valuation still isn't cheap. 76x PE is still a premium, even if growth justifies it. There's not a huge margin of safety here. Number three, the Armis deal, $7.75 billion for a cybersecurity company when your core business is IT service management. That's a lot of money, and regulatory approval is still pending. Supposed to close in the second half of 2026. Number four, federal budget uncertainty. 11% concentration there. Government shutdown risk is real. So again, not financial advice, only watch this advice. ServiceNow is a quality company at a stressed valuation. The Q4 earnings on January 28th is going to be huge. That's a catalyst. If they confirm the AI momentum and give strong fiscal year 2026 guidance with that $1 billion AI target, I think this stock re-rates. So looking at the 3-month chart, if we were to drop from there, another major support level would be this mid 70 range. Microsoft competition is real, but if you believe in the AI workflow story and you think ServiceNow can defend its position, this could be really interesting at these levels. So quick note on catalyst, January 28th is the Q4 earnings. That's the big one. January 30th, government shutdown risk with the CR expiration, again, a continuing resolution expiration. And May 5th through the 7th, they've got Knowledge 2026 in Las Vegas. That's their big annual conference where they usually announce new products. Also keep an eye on the Armis deal closing in the second half of 2026. That's going to be a moment of truth on the M&A integration. If you want to know exactly when this stock hits that price point, if I buy it, when I buy it, what I'm buying, consider subscribing and I'll keep you updated. Thanks guys. Peace.